Welcome, Nuno. Congratulations on your appointment as the next CEO of ANZ. How are you feeling?
Well, obviously, this is a very, very special moment to me. It really means a lot. And I'm very, very honored for being here with you at this moment in Melbourne. Well, on one hand, if you want, this is about leading a historical company with almost 200 years of history, with a clear purpose to help communities and people to thrive. And it's being part of a big family, the ANZ family with 40,000 employees, for whom I'm going to work for, and also to deliver to 10 million customers in almost 30 markets, and being based in Australia, such a fantastic market. And personally, I must confess, it's a very emotional moment to me, right? This is, if you want, this is a moment where you feel you achieved your dreams, you deliver your personal goals after a long career where I feel I worked very hard, and being granted the leadership of a project of this caliber feels very, very special. So I am very, very excited, very energized, very conscious about the opportunity, the responsibility. I'm eager to start, obviously. And well, it's special to me, but I must say something. My energy and my commitment is to make this special moment for everybody, for customers, for employees, and for shareholders.
Everyone's keen to know more about who you are. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, I am part of a very diverse family, right? Both my heritage and my direct family. My grandfather was an Indian, and he actually, in his 30s, he moved to Africa, into Mozambique, where he met my grandmother. She came from Portugal, and my mother lived in Africa until she was a teenager. I was born then in Portugal, and then when I start my international career, my family, if you want, is around that concept. I met my wife in Peru, she's Peruvian, and we have two boys. One was born in Spain, the other was born in Brazil, and actually at home, we always speak three languages every single day in a non-coordinated way, by the way. And, well, I can't forget, very important two family elements, our two dogs, one from the US and the other from Mexico. We are kind of United Nations at home. Well, my career, I started 34 years ago in Portugal. I started in the Portuguese Central Bank. I was a regulator. Then I moved into Santander, a global Spanish bank, where I stayed for 21 years, and I worked in many markets, and the last 9 years in HSBC. It has been a career, I would say, quite international. I lived with my family in 9 markets, and if you want, I visit many others. And if you want, I am a person which is quite positive, energetic, passionate about life and business, and I expect to bring that to the ANZ team.
Fantastic. And what attracted you to the role leading ANZ into the future?
Well, I went straight from college to banking. This was 34 years ago. And I still love banking today the same way I loved back then. I went through my career, and I think around 10 years ago, something like that, I started having this ambition. I thought I could aspire to lead an international organization or a big domestic bank in an important market. Well, ANZ is exactly that. It's a combination of a big domestic market bank, actually in two markets, Australia and New Zealand, and the most international Australian bank through its leading institutional franchise. So this combination of domestic banking and international banking, it's very appealing. I feel it fits well with my profile, and when I look into it, I certainly said to myself, I would love to be part of this journey. So this is, if you want, in my opinion, a perfect match. And geographically wise, as my career proves, I always went where the opportunity was, where the opportunity felt right, and I went with my family to bond with the local community and make a lot of friends. In that regard, after living in 9 markets from Asia to the Americas, Australia feels a perfect country to live, to be happy, and to develop new friends and new professional connections. And we are certainly eager to start that.
Great. And as you prepare to join ANZ next July, how are you thinking about a strategy?
Well, to me, in a very clear way, the strategy that today ANZ is conducting is the right one. The direction is correct. ANZ has fantastic competitive position foundations. It has two scale markets, one in Australia, where we are a top 4 bank in the 14th economy in the world, and then New Zealand, where we are a market leader. By the way, scale is the most important factor in banking, and ANZ is not short of it. In parallel, we have a leading institutional franchise, which more than that is already focused, in my opinion, on the right things. Is focused on a capital-light model, transaction banking-wise, and also in market flow products. It's a business that connects Australia and New Zealand with the world, and I think it makes absolute sense. It's a franchise, I would say, very difficult to replicate. It's a lasting and meaningful competitive advantage. So for the future, the strategy is very clear. We have to make sure that we'll double down in our strengths, the two scale markets, and our leading institutional franchise. So to everybody, I want to say it very clearly. It will be a positive agenda. It will be to build on top of it, to evolve, to move forward, to really be focused on our customers, on a strategy which is quite clear. If you want, it's about capturing the results of the work, the hard work the teams have been doing in the last 9 years, where the company was significantly simplified, where we sold many businesses that didn't make sense, and we concentrated on the strengths that really deliver our future. And at the same time, we started a replatforming of the business, both on the wholesale side, Transactive, and on the retail side with Plus. So it's about capturing an opportunity. Now, to capture that, we will need to execute fast, with pace, with precision, trying to get the last mile with the performance-driven approach with a lot of passion. And I would like to invite everybody to that journey.
So where to from here? What are the next steps?
Well, let's start focusing on ANZ for a second. These are moments of transition, and it always means a little bit of anxiety. In my side, due to commitments with my current company, I can't start until mid-2025. So I have a single ask for all employees of ANZ. Let's rally around Shayne, our CEO, and let's continue to support him the same way everybody did in the last 9 years, so we can execute our strategy. Let's focus on the customers. Let's focus on the positive things. The strategy is already clear to everybody. For me, well, with my limitations, I will try to meet as much ANZ team members as possible, as much people as possible to know the company. And I will try to listen, I'll learn, and I will observe so I can start in mid-25 with as much knowledge as possible. And I must confess something in parallel. I'm a big history lover, so I will do a deep dive on the cultural and history of Australia and New Zealand. It will be a pleasure. And if you allow me, since we are very close to Christmas, I would like to wish a Merry Christmas to everybody, a fantastic holiday season, and I wish to see you all very, very soon.
Thank you very much, Nuno. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.